Hi Boss friends, welcome back to Gypsy TV, a whimsical YouTube channel for young ambitious business women. I'm Kira Iman and today's topic is realistic sales goals. Being that we all use social media to promote our businesses, regardless of your industry, location, experience, everyone is using social media to promote their brand, to build their brand, to reach customers, to expand, to do business. It's no way around it. So in that sense, sometimes you're going to be exposed to business owners who, I'm not going to call it bragging. A lot of times it's just patting yourself on the back, but you'll see them say, hey, I made $1,000 today. I made $1,000 in that one sale I did just in the past hour. They'll posting your analytics is a trend that I see all the time. And so sometimes you can maybe get discouraged. Sometimes you can start to compare. And I just always want to use this channel here as a resource and an inspiration for other business owners such as myself. Whether you know or not, I am owner of Gypsy Hair Care LLC. We are an online beauty supply brand offering exclusive flat irons, blow dryers, lashes, hair care, skincare, and hair accessories. You can shop with me at www.gypsyhaircare.com. So I'm being that I have an e-commerce brand, I'm very much so exposed to that. So I'm just here to give some tips that I found felt helpful for myself when I'm making my sales goals. Some people make weekly goals, daily goals, monthly goals. For me, I go by the week. So that's just a tip that you could use as well. But also when you're thinking about marketing, you have to understand that there is a certain thing called a macro influencer and a micro influencer. Macro would be pretty much so like, let's say a Ari or a Jada Chivas, women who have millions of followers. They have a very broad reach, and they're doing numbers, right? So those are very large scales. If you had to compare them to a corporation, they would be the Walmarts and the Targets of the e-commerce world. For small business owners such as myself, my friends, we, I just launched in February of this year, so I do expect to not only be the Walmart, but to be the, the L'Oreal, so to speak. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is that in the process of becoming a L'Oreal, in the process of becoming a Maybelline, in the process of becoming a Rihanna Fenty, right? I still have to set realistic sales goals and not compare myself to necessarily all the big dogs. In my opinion, setting those sales goals would depend on these 4 things. If you have a pen and paper, feel free to take it out. If not, I'm just gonna go ahead and dive into it. First off, we're gonna base it off of our audience size. So your audience would include not only the followers on your personal page, but the followers on your business page. I know it's a great debate between entrepreneurs whether or not they should promote their business on their personal pages. Me personally, I do, just because you never know where those customers might find you, but that's for a whole different video, okay? But your audience size is going to determine what those sales goals are for your business. If you're only reaching 1,000 people per week, or if you're only, a lot of times on your analytics on your website, if you are in e-commerce, for example, it'll tell you how many visitors you're hitting per day, how many visitors are coming to your site. So if I'm only getting 100 visitors, it's very unrealistic for me to think that I'm gonna make $1,000 in that one day. You understand? Because even out of those visitors, it might be maybe 10% of them, less than 10, a lot of times, who actually purchase the item. Okay, a lot of the visitors, it takes, research has shown it takes people like 6 times to see your product before they even click the link. After they click the link, they might visit your website 3 to 4 times before they actually make a purchase. Okay, so we have to keep all of this in perspective when we're making our sales goals. So not only your audience size, I would say your participation. Your audience also could include Facebook groups. Y'all know I'm Facebook shorty, okay? I can't wait to get in a group, promote. Okay, so in that process as well, like you should include Facebook groups as your audience size, especially if you're very heavily active, such as myself. Okay, so number 2 would be having quality followers versus quantity. Okay, I'm just going to speak for me personally. My personal page, I do a lot of sales through Facebook, Instagram as well, but I'm still in the process of like setting up my shop so that we could use the clickable link on Instagram, which again is another video. But for that, I think that it's very important for me. Like, I have high quality followers, okay? I'm making enough where I can support myself, even though it's not, I'm not at 100K, okay? In all sincerity, I'm not. I'm not at 100K followers. I'm referencing money. That's a different story. But 100K followers, I'm not there yet. So that being said, it's very important that you know, you're engaging with your followers, that you have some type of rapport with them. For me, in the beginning, after I launched Gypsy Hair Care, it was kind of like I kind of went into salesman mode. I was overly just selling, right? And not making that personal connection. That was also a motivation for me to make this YouTube, because I do want to, you know, be the personality behind the brand as I am. So that's where we are. So just make sure that you have a connection with your followers and you're engaging them. I know that may seem like a very a simple task to do, but really when you think about it, that engagement, it carries you a long way. At the end of the day, regardless of whether you're doing a deal or making a purchase, people do business with people that they like. So that's just something I wanted to say. Even though if you don't have maybe the necessarily high numbers, don't think that the money's still not in your followers, okay? I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies, okay? So next would be your posting schedule. See, this is something that I dibble and dabble with keeping consistent with my posting schedule. For my YouTube, I'm still like, even once I get done filming today, I'm going to kind of make, like in my last video, I said, "Ooh, I'm gonna make a video post every day that's realistic." I don't know, y'all. I told you I was gonna keep it real with you and transparent. Y'all, it takes work to get up and look like this every day, especially when I'm trying to run a business. I got things, I have deadlines, okay? And so I really have to make it a priority, but it's gonna have to become a lifestyle. And so you guys are taking that journey with me. But anyway, so your posting schedule. For me, when I'm promoting my products, I do try to post in Facebook groups every morning. At least the first hour of the day, I'm posting in at least, you know, anywhere between 20, 30 Facebook groups. And so they know to expect me, in those groups in particular, they know to expect me sometime in the morning. More often than not. I might take one day off a week, but very seldom. I mean, more like 2 days a month, maybe. I'm not, you know what I mean? And yesterday was one of those days. Today was one of those days because I'm working on deadlines. I'm trying to get these videos out. But anyway, okay, so your posting schedule is very important as well. Consistency does matter. Okay, if they only see you posting, they only see you post your business, you know, 2 times out the week, maybe they think that you're working part-time. You know what I mean? Even though your items are always on your website for sale 24 hours a day, that website is open, right? We need to make sure that the customers know that. And so that's your responsibility to keep it consistent. Even if you say, look, from noon to 1 p.m. every day, maybe if you have a 9 to 5, you could use your lunch break as a posting schedule. I've noticed that it's been a lot of customers, or just, you know, people in general are more active around lunchtime. Lunch and evenings, I would say they're more relaxed, more open, more engagement you'll see. During normal business hours, I wouldn't necessarily recommend posting during that time, although you could and should. I wouldn't necessarily say to bet your bottom dollar on that, because those eyes, a lot of your customers are probably at work handling their business. So you want to post at a time where they're going to actually see it, okay? And number 4 would be with setting your sales goals. How much money is it that you need to make? Now, this is a question that I guess it's kind of hard to answer, because if you ask me that, I'll say all of it, right? Because I want all the money. As many of you, as hopefully, if you're on this channel, you need to want all the money too, baby. But my point is that let's be realistic and say, look, for me to reorder everything, at least with sustaining the business, if I want to, like right now, my blow dryer is out of stock. I need to go ahead and put my order in for that. When you're keeping a business and running it up, you need to make that money. To everything ain't profit that you can keep and run off with. You got to understand, a lot of times you have to keep up with it. So at the bare minimum, you need to know how much money it is for you to sustain your business, your bills. Okay, if you have a car note, of course we all have rent or whatever, your mortgage. All the money that it needs for you to sustain your life and your lifestyle and your business. For me right now, all my money that I'm making is going back into the business in more than one way, okay? But again, that's a different video. But I just wanted to let you, ladies, gentlemen, in between, I want everyone here to know that just stay encouraged, stay consistent, get creative in how you network, collaborate, support others, be genuine, okay? And be professional. It's so many things that we're learning here on the job as entrepreneurs. A lot of us are learning on the job. And so I just think it's very important that we create a community with one another, so that we can not only be transparent, but that so we can hold one another accountable. Okay, so don't get discouraged if you didn't make $1,000 last week. Don't get discouraged if you haven't had a sale in 2 days. Okay, this is what you signed up for, baby. This is entrepreneurship. Okay, everything is so uncertain. But the only thing that you can control, and for me, what I can be certain about, okay, I can't control who come and buy stuff, but I can be certain about my hustle, my grind, what I put in, the energy I'm putting into my business, okay? So even though we have realistic, for me, I feel like I'm setting realistic sales goals. Again, every goal might not be met. Does that mean that I need to stop my business because I didn't reach that goal? Some goals are overly ambitious. I've had overly ambitious sales goals before. So whatever that number is for you, just break it down. Like again, I said, for me in my business, I break everything down by the week, because the way that my life is set up, like things change. So, I'm this summer in particular, like I'm traveling, me and my partner, we're doing a few things personally. So it's like, I'm breaking everything down by the week. If you have a little bit more leeway, or if don't have like an active lifestyle like that, and you just can do things by the month, if you're, not necessarily a free spirit like me, and, then go ahead and make you the monthly goals or whatever, baby. But I just think it's important that we realize where we are and keep it real with ourselves, okay? Because that's really where you're gonna succeed. You start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can do, okay? Thank you for everyone who liked and subscribed this video. Please, please, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel. I am so happy to have you all here. Click the link in the bio. I'm gonna make a link to some of my other videos. I'll probably link some products if you want to learn more about me. I have links in my bio regarding my business. Gypsy Hair Care LLC, www.gypsyhaircare.com. You can shop with us. So I'm sending love and light to all you guys, and just let's keep hustling. Love you. Mean it.